Hello students, today we will be discussing about the determination of the coefficient of consolidation. Now the very first thing it is like we are finding out the time of consolidation of the soil. So basically it is 50 to 60%, it cannot be 100%, but yeah, it can reach up to 50 to 60% consolidation. So for this we have two methods. Okay, so basically it is consolidation as coefficient of consolidation is represented by CV, and it can be evaluated by means of lab test by fitting the experimental curve with the theoretical. Okay, so here we have basically two methods. In this video we will be discussing about the first one, which is Casagrande logarithm of time fitting method, and in the next video we will discuss about the second method, which is Taylor's square root of time fitting method. So let us discuss about the first one. Now here in logarithm time fitting method, which is given by the Casagrande, here we have the curve, okay, which is a logarithmic curve, and we will be having the curve in between dial gauge reading and the time. Okay, so as we know, it is a lab test, and once you'll be putting the sample for the testing, definitely we will be having first one, which is the dial gauge reading, which will be noting down, and the time we will be noting down. So on that we will be discussing about the logarithm time fitting method. So here what we have is we have diagram of log. Let me show you the diagram. Okay, this is the log of time fitting method diagram, and Casagrande has fixed this complete diagram or logarithm method to find out the coefficient of consolidation. Now you can see there is a graph between dial reading and the log time. Here we have time in t, small t, and the dial gauge reading is given by r. Okay, so now here we can see, if we talk about the Casagrande, he has fixed the consolidation value up to 50%. Okay, so 50% he has fixed the value for the consolidation. Now 50 is it comes under the if you fix 100, and the middle part, the mid part is your 50. Okay, so here we have in time side you have t. Okay, so he has given that t1 is 4 times of t2. Like once we go from the 0 time, then t1 time, then t2 time, and then t3 time. Likewise, as we go through, the t1 is t1, and t2 will be the 4 time of t1. Okay, and then in the dial gauge reading, it is the opposite curve. You can see it is S-shaped curve. Here what we have on the top, we will be having the most zero consolidation, and as the time goes on, the consolidation will be taking place in the curve. So on top we can see it is R0. Okay, and it is going downwards, we can see R100. Okay, so we will be discussing how R100 has come. So now if we know the starting part, okay, and if we know the end value, which is 100, so from 0 to 100 it is easy to calculate the middle part, which is 50. Okay, which is T50. So for that we will be considering your curve. In curve you can see as the line is getting straight, okay, as the line is getting straight from top to bottom, in the bottom side you can see below the 100 value, it is given that the line is becoming straight. Okay, on top it is S-shaped, but as it goes down, it is converting into the straight line. So from this line we will be drawing a tangent line. Okay, so here we will be drawing a straight line, and it will be a tangent towards the curve. And on the top line, okay, on the top line which has the S shape, from this also we will draw a tangent. So when both the tangents will their mixing point or their joining point is given on the dotted line, you can see on 100. Okay, so this point is called as end of primary consolidation. Okay, here the primary consolidation is ending. So in this point we will be considering the R reading as 100. Okay, so here it will, you can see the dotted line is drawn as 100. Okay, and on top you can see R0 is at the minimum and it is the maximum R100. Okay, so our work is to find out the middle part, which is 50, the T50 value. So you can easily find out where is the 50 value. So you can see here they have drawn 0 to 100, and in 0 to 100 they have drawn the 50 value. Okay, 50% value, 50% of consolidation. Now at the bottom you can see the T value, the time value, which is given in the log. So it is the T1, which is 4 times of T2. We can see they have extended this value to part A, B and C. Okay, so the gap between that, you can see we can call it as Z1 and Z2. Now you can calculate the formula, which is given as T50. Okay, the correspondence at the central point, which is 50%. The value of CV as computed by taking the time T and time factor capital T at 50% consolidation. So in this way the equation to be used is T50 is equal to CV small t50 divided by h square dr, where h dr is nothing but the drainage path. Okay, so here you can also write CV, with what we are calculating is your CV, our consolidation coefficient of consolidation. So CV will be T50 divided by small t50 into h square. Okay, so this is how we can calculate our CV consolidation of coefficient of consolidation, and here you can calculate HDR by HI minus delta H divided by 2, where delta H is nothing but the compression of sample up to 50% consolidation, and with this the coefficient of consolidation equation will turn to CV is equal to 0.197 h square dr divided by T50. So this is the whole equation for our coefficient of consolidation by Casagrande. The first one, logarithmic time fitting method, you can use this formula to find out the our consolidation. Okay, so the next part, Taylor's square root of time fitting method, we'll see in the next video. Thanks for watching, and you can subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you.